Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 9:01 a.m. and you're listening to and watching Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Happy Thanksgiving belatedly to all of you great people out there. I know you haven't seen me in a while. As I was just telling our great guest this morning, I've been doing nothing but eating for a long time, chilling in PJs, working. But now we are back. We have great guests this morning. My guests today are Celia, Elizondo, and Amra of European Service LLC, which is a compassionate leader and in-home healthcare service, correct?
Yes.
All right. Great to see you ladies today.
Good seeing you.
All right. Now, you've been, I've been seeing a lot of things. You guys have, you did an interview with Jose Torres, and also you have an Instagram page we were talking about. I've been seeing a lot more activity, been following you on both pages and everything. So I'm excited to have this conversation. Let's start with European Service. Okay. What is European Service? What are the different programs and things that you provide? Then we'll get into Amra and Celia and your work with the organization.
Of course. So European Service LLC is a home care providing agency. As a corporation, we exist 25 plus years.
Okay.
And we are proudly servicing our clients. That being said, I would say that we do know what we're doing.
Oh, yeah. 25 years, right?
Yes, our mission is to provide the best, the highest quality of care for our seniors. So they would be able to live with the dignity, independently in the comfort of their home as long as they possibly can.
Right.
And every senior that does stay at home instead of ending up in a nursing home is a little victory for us.
Absolutely.
We partner with the many different organizations to make this mission successful.
Okay.
Such as Senior Services Aurora, some nonprofit organizations, food pantries, CLEAS, that is a limited English-speaking organization because most of our staff is bilingual. Some people speak multiple languages.
Okay.
So, that helps us to hear everyone's voice because everyone deserves to have a voice, and sometimes people have a barrier because of the language.
Sure.
So, yeah, we provide the different care such as supportive hands-on personal care.
Okay.
We help with transportation, tidying up at home, medication reminders. So a lot of assistance for our senior that will help them truly go throughout the daily needs.
That's great. That's great. Celia, and in your role as well with European Service LLC?
So I opened up the Aurora office. We have an office right off of Galena, local. So now we are able to service a local community. We were doing before from Lombard, but it was a little bit of a distance. So now we're right downtown, and I manage that Aurora office.
Awesome. And where on Galena is it?
We're at 403 West Galena.
Okay, 403 West Galena. That's by... is that by McDonald's down there?
Yeah, it's right on the corner of Galena and Chestnut.
That's right. That's right. You mentioned the in-home care aspect, and I'm sure that there's a lot for the folks who don't go to a facility or a home or something like that. I'm sure there's a great feeling of accomplishment that they are still able to do things safely in the comfort of their home. What's some of the feedback from the folks who are able to do that? What do they tell you about the work that you do for them?
Well, I would say that the work we do is very important and noble. And when you hear the feedback from the families, from the clients, that they are so grateful. Some of these people have no one at all. They are all alone. And the fact that they can speak with someone on a daily basis and someone is checking for them, then there is a support and resources, assistance that they need. It's like a really big deal.
Right.
So any feedback, and we do have a lot, good ones, thanks God, it's really, really valuable for me as someone that's been in this business almost 10 years.
Okay.
So it's the best part of my day and the reason why I do this.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
That's a great prompt for my next question, which is, as we've been developing and doing the show, the why people do something has always stuck out. So, Celia, we'll start with you, and then we'll get to the why and what brought you to European Service LLC, but also specifically this line of healthcare.
Of healthcare. Yeah, so I started working for family. I was working for my father-in-law. He had a stroke. I had just had my youngest, and he had a stroke, and he wasn't able to go anywhere, do anything on his own anymore. There were so many appointments. It was either me or my husband looking for elsewhere. So I decided to help him out. I didn't know about this right in the beginning. I came across a social worker that was giving out resources, and she let me know, you could get paid for everything that you're doing. I'm like, what?
Right.
Mind blowing. Yeah. So that's how I started. He ended up passing away in 2019 from pancreatic cancer. I started servicing regular clients then. So I kept with European. I was working another part-time job, but I actually liked doing what I was doing and being able to make a difference, because I think that's the most important. Right. And I did that, and then they offered me a position as a supervisor in the Lombard office that Amra managed at the time.
Wonderful.
So then I started in there. After about a year is when I got offered if I wanted to open the Aurora branch.
That's
and
great.
this brings us here.
That's
that
awesome.
was in October of 2022.
That's a very powerful story.
Yeah.
Yep. And Amra, your beginnings?
Well, for me, I'm going to start by saying that my mother's biggest fear was to end up in a nursing facility. So it kind of intrigued me. I wanted to know why these people are so afraid to go there. And I went to obtain my CNA certification. Mm-hmm. So I was volunteering in two, and I understood very well why. Because unfortunately, nursing facilities are mostly very short-staffed.
Right.
And it's not easy to get to and assess everyone's needs. So that brought me to European service.
Right.
Because I wanted to do something on the other side so people wouldn't end up in places like that.
Sure, yes. Yeah.
And I'm very happy that I did that. I started as a field care coordinator. Okay. And eventually I moved on to supervisor, then branch manager in Lombard, and now general manager, because we do recognize potential. Mm-hmm. We promote a lot within the company. And for me, the caregivers, what they do, hands-on, it's an extremely, extremely noble job, and these people need to be recognized because they are the building block of this business.
Right. You mentioned the what you saw and experienced, with nursing homes. You mentioned the short staffing. There has been, and I think there's been, different years, different variations of it, but there has been, some neglect and folks not being able to be treated, which has led to some, diseases and things like that. And I think, again, as I think about my parents, my dad passed away, but as I think about my family members getting older and things like that, I'm conscious of that, and it has scared me from time to time and things like that. And as I mentioned, when I worked at a hospital, I didn't see any of the things I just mentioned, but I did know and was able to see a little bit better, like, wow, there are folks who will leave here who will go back home, but that could potentially be a situation that's less safe than being here, which is temporary. They've gotten the care they need. So, what happens? That gray area, so anyway, I say that to say that I see the need for a European Service LLC, obviously.
Absolutely. As people go home after the rehab, or if they are temporarily placed in nursing home, they do need assistance. Mm-hmm. So again, I'm very proud to say that we have a wonderful relationship with Senior Services Aurora here. And once we see that there is a person or senior that does need this kind of help, we send the referrals, we communicate and work with them hand in hand to provide assistance and resources for these people. We guide them through the process to and explain eligibility requirements. We give the contact information so they would actually send someone to assess them, and they wouldn't be left with no service. Right. Even if they are hospitalized, sometimes the case coordinator sees them in the hospital right away, and once they see that there is immediate need, they will send these people as interim cases for us. That means we need to start service as soon as possible because they are just fresh out of hospital.
That's what the case coordinator does?
Yes.
That's what you used to do?
No, I used to work in the nursing homes. Actually, I was this is part of my practice, but I learned that process while I was there, and I figure out this is really something that's needed, and I may be working on the other side because for me, working in a nursing home, it took a huge toll, and I would bring everything to my family back home. I would wake up 2 o'clock in the morning thinking, oh my God, this person didn't eat. What do I do about this? This one doesn't have enough towels, or so on and so forth. So I started doing researches and trying to figure out how I can help these people from the other side better, in a better way.
9:10 is the time. If you are just joining us, you are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And we are here with Amra and Celia of European Service LLC. What's the area of care or the service area for European Service LLC?
We cover very wide
Okay.
areas, but as a corporation, European Service LLC is extended branch. We have 4 offices so far here.
Okay.
Aurora being local. Then Lombard is the headquarters. We have an office in Elgin that we just opened, and I'm very happy about that.
Awesome, yeah.
Of course, and the Niles. So, yeah, we cover quite a big area, and we are able to assist our seniors in any of those.
Before the microphones came on, we mentioned community. You are Serbian American, and you are Hispanic American. Bringing this information to our communities, what's that been like? Do members of the respective communities, are they familiar with in-home care? Have they been familiar with it traditionally? What have those conversations been like within our particular communities?
So I would say this is our main goal today. I really want to educate local communities that home service exists, that these people that come from different communities and have no idea that this service exists, we are here to help them. My staff here is very knowledgeable, highly trained professionals that speak multiple languages, because one of the requirements is to be bilingual.
Right.
So at least 2 languages is that they speak, plus myself, I speak Serbian, Bosnian, all those ex-Yugoslavian languages, and English. So I think it comes in very handy, and we are able to deliver the right information to people all over.
Right.
We partner with the food pantries, like such as West Suburban Pantry. We are looking to expand here with the local, different local.
Head Start.
Yes.
Two great people. Shout out to Rivers Head Start. Great.
Yeah,
Just saw them. Yeah.
We did food distribution in Yorkville because we service all of Kane and Kendall too.
Okay.
Our Aurora office. So trying to get the community down south know about the service as well.
Okay.
Has been a goal.
Amazing, amazing.
One more thing that I really want to add is that we work with the World Relief and Radical Love. Radical Love is in Batavia and World Relief here locally in Aurora. So it's very important because we are always hiring caregivers. We offer great benefits, competitive pay, and some of these people, they do need a job sooner than later.
Right.
So we have a flexible schedule, part-time, full-time, whatever the people are looking for. And for me, many caregivers that were employed by European Service receive prestigious awards, such as Mary I. Health Reward in Springfield.
Okay.
So that means that they are highly trained and they are doing something right, and they need to be recognized.
Yes, absolutely. You've mentioned 2 great organizations, and shout out World Relief right here on LaSalle Street in downtown Aurora, another fantastic organization doing great things for many communities.
Yeah.
For many, many communities. All right, so you did Central 44, you did Buenos Dias, Aurora, you're doing good more. What's next? I mean, what's next on the tour of European Service? We're going to Dubai next,
Yeah, just trying to get our word out there and, take it where it goes. We did that Healthy
Futures Expo?
Yeah, Healthy Futures Expo. Did good connections there, got the word out to the community. So just looking to see where we could continue to do the same.
Right.
And support local community in any possible way that we can.
Okay. What has, how has the in-home healthcare industry changed in the time that both of you ladies have been with European Service LLC? From when you started to now, what have been some significant changes? How has this industry of healthcare been impacted? And what does the future look like?
So from my personal experience, I would say that the need is bigger.
Okay.
The need is bigger because people are not getting any younger, right? So this is a good thing. The caregiver is always there is a shortage of caregivers because many people don't see this as a career. They see this as some next step in their life. You have mothers that are looking for some flexible schedule while children are at school.
Right.
So this is a great opportunity for them. You have some older people that are looking for some hours, let's say 10, 15 hours, just to kind of entertain
Part-time,
themselves.
yeah.
Right.
You have students that are during the summer looking for some extra income.
Sure.
And it's a great opportunity. Elderly people love that because it brings fresh perspective and some energy into their home.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say that this is something that I am kind of afraid about how this is going to impact down the road this industry and what's gonna come next.
Yeah.
And maybe with the better recognition and better pay, better benefits, the people are gonna be more interested, and we are really agency that offers all that.
Yeah.
I have to say proudly.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Celia?
I think for me, in our Latino community, after COVID, I think a lot of people started seeing nursing homes and facilities like that a little bit different. First of all, I think the fear in the Latino community of going to those places is there already.
Right.
But especially after COVID, finding out that services like this exist and they could stay home, and it's more like a friend visiting instead of
Right.
a nurse servicing you at a hospital. I think that's been a big changing point
Right.
in the Latino community of how they're seeing and accepting the help now.
Yeah. That's, unfortunately, in large swaths of the African American community, the same thing has been perceived, for a real long time. One incident with a staffer somewhere in Florida,
Yeah.
right? And the entire industry then is looked at wary. And this program exists to give people
Yeah.
the correct information with the relevant links and everything that they can see with the qualified staff, who do the work. Amra, you did mention that there was some, trepidation for the future and things like that. What was that precisely? Is it that you believe that the industry will be, squeezed of that new fresh talent coming? What was that trepidation that you expressed?
No, it's more like that we want to interest more people to go there that are having that nurturing personality, because not everybody can be a caregiver. You really need to like what you're doing. You need to be able to provide hands-on care. So we want to interest people and educate them how much that impacts someone's life and how much they help. So I'm trying to do the best I can to deliver this information also to the people that may be interested in this as a career.
Well, I think you did a great job today so
Thank
far.
you.
You did, 9:18 is the time. You're doing a really good job. How can folks contact European Service LLC?
So we have a local office here that Celia is a branch manager, and as she mentioned, the office is located at 403 West Galena Avenue. The best phone number to reach Celia is 630-310-8575.
Okay.
We are open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Walk-ins are welcome. We are going to assist anyone that we possibly can, whether
Right.
it's a client looking for services or a caregiver looking for a job.
Right. What have been some of the success stories in the history of European Service that you can share? Not giving away personal details or anything, but what have been some of those success stories?
We have many success stories, but we have a caregiver that sent us the letter recently. I was a supervisor for her mother. She was Colombian, and the daughter lived outside of the state, obviously. So the mom was one of my first clients, and I enjoyed talking to her, knowing that she have no one here. She went to Colombia. Over there, she was unfortunately diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. And before she left, I wanted to make sure that I talked to her and wish her the good trip, because she was super excited, very energetic. And when she came, she was very down, sharing this news with me. And I went and visited her in person, talking to her and trying to encourage her as much as I possibly could. So her daughter just sent a letter recently saying that whatever I did was the best thing that she experienced, and she's never gonna forget that. And for me to hear this, like almost years later, was like, wow, this is really, really nice. Because as I said, many people are alone here.
Yeah.
I would take my child during a Christmas time in my first year of being supervisor and go personally visit these people and bring them a box of cookies or something, just so they feel they are not neglected.
Right.
There is someone out there that cares. And, I think that was very nice.
Yeah. Yep. Celia?
For me, I have a client that recently returned. So it was a returning client. She had left, she had Alzheimer's, and she went to long-term care.
Okay.
The family said the facility was great and everything, but it was more of a routine job. It was a schedule that you had to follow, and it was in and out, and the mom wasn't getting that communication, friend-like companionship that we provide. She brought her back home. The county increased her hours. So now we have a caregiver with her 40 hours a week, and the daughter's able to go to work. The client's able to have her buddy at home with her. And seeing that long-term care wasn't able to provide that, but we are, and that's one person versus a whole crew, makes such a difference in somebody's life.
I wonder, when it comes to, folks may leave a hospital situation, go back home, and now they have a new set of dietary restrictions or requirements. Things like mobility come to mind, and perhaps installing fixtures for the hands so that falling is lessened. Does European Service help out with things like that?
So we deliver the information if there is a need for that. We deliver information to the case coordinator and say, okay, our caregiver reported that person may need, some assistance because the bathroom is not safe or this area is slippery. So then they go and they assist with whatever they possibly can. But if there is a dietary restriction, we do offer meal preparation. And of course, according to, whatever the restrictions would be, the caregivers would follow and make sure that person is taken care the right way.
Okay, awesome. And you mentioned that there's an office in Niles, Illinois, as well, right?
Yes.
I'm not familiar with Niles. Where's Niles at?
Northern Cook County.
Northern Cook County.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna get to like the Northbrook area, Park Ridge.
Okay.
That area up there.
All right.
Right above Chicago.
Okay. Wow, that's a wide range of services.
Yes.
That's awesome. So how can we help you? How can ourselves in the community help European Service?
I think getting the word out there, letting people know about us. We offer great care, and we're also a great employer.
Do you guys host events?
We do.
Okay.
We do host events in the community. We're going to be doing a day after Christmas party at Senior Services. So they will have like bingo and food there. We'll be raffling off a basket.
Okay.
Yeah, so we will
bingo
be there
all day long.
December 26th.
Okay. All right. The day after Christmas.
Yeah, the day after Christmas.
Is there a flyer for that? Or anything
I could
like
email
that?
you one.
Okay, yeah, send me that. Send me that. I've seen some pictures of some events, and I got to go back and look through the pictures. I've seen a lot of packed Senior Service Associate
we
events
just did
and
a
everything.
pie auction with them. We were a sponsor for them for that.
Okay.
That was, a couple weekends ago?
Yeah, that was Gala. It was November 21st.
Yeah.
It was really nice. I'm glad that we were able to sponsor that. There were a lot of seniors that came with Amanda from Senior Service Association. She's like one of the event coordinators.
Yep.
They were dancing and, there were pies there. It was very, very nice and warm.
Yeah, it was, it was before COVID, but I had the experience to it was around the holidays, bring gifts to seniors in nursing homes and sit and write letters with them and have hot cocoa. And, as a younger person, I think that we got to remember that's going to be us someday.
I know.
Yeah.
When you're young, you have a tendency to think that we think we'll live forever.
Yeah.
And that's not the case.
No.
And when I was in there, I was just thinking to myself, wow, I'm 37. I would be so proud if somebody would do this for me, when I get to 80, something like that. And it's not a guarantee that nobody would do that. And then their kids have moved away and stuff like that. It's a hard time. The holiday seasons, it really is. And there's been an increase in many things, loneliness, abandonment, and stuff like that. COVID didn't make it any easier. So if we have the ability while we're young to help people now, we really should consider that.
That being said, I wanted to add something because, as I mentioned, I was volunteering and working, technically gaining my hours in one of the nursing homes. So the need is really big.
Yeah.
A lot of us are donating our stuff to Goodwill or whatever other organizations. So those nursing homes could really benefit from anything that you could donate.
Okay.
Like you mentioned, I didn't see that until I started there. And then I started collecting all the things that I have home, like from my husband, from children, something that they really can enjoy. And I would bring, I cannot express the feelings, seeing those people like so happy. It was like a Christmas time, and they get these donations. It's a really noble thing to do. So please, guys, consider doing that. I think it's the people do need that, and it's beneficial for them.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. Well, 9:26 is the time. Did we forget anything?
Our Facebook page.
Okay.
We have Facebook if they look up European Service LLC.
Okay.
We also have an Instagram, so you could see how we're active in the community on those platforms.
Okay. All right.
On my end, I wanted to add that if you are taking care of your loved ones, parents, grandparents, you have opportunity to qualify and become a family home care aide and get compensated, as Celia mentioned earlier, for your assistance, while you are ensuring that your loved ones are receiving the best and trusted care that they can. If you are not interested in becoming a family home care aide, and you do have a parents, grandparents, neighbors, someone from your church that is in need of these services, we have a highly trained caregivers with experience that are available, and we definitely can help.
That is very powerful.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Our caregivers, they're trained highly, offered ongoing education 4 times a year, so they're meeting all the state requirements. So we do an in-detail background check. They don't have to worry about that.
Right.
We also offer medical supplies. U.S. Medical Store is our medical supply store, so they could get those supplies delivered to their home. If they have something that's not medical supply that might not get covered, it would be cheaper, like if they want cotton balls, Q-tips, certain things like that they pay out of pocket, it'll be a lot less in a big bulk.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome.
Lastly, for people that are not on Medicaid and they do not qualify for these services, we do have a private pay department.
Okay.
And we are able to accommodate any schedule, weekends, overnights, whatever people may need.
That is very impactful and very powerful.
Thank you.
Well, I feel this was a knowledge-packed episode. We checked all the boxes today. So we will provide the link to European Service LLC in the description of this video as well. We'll also tag in the Facebook page. And as Celia mentioned, please go to the Instagram and definitely follow them, check it out, and see what's going on. If you have any questions about anything that you saw today, once again, reach out to European Service LLC, and they will be happy to assist you. Look forward to having you guys come on in 2026. We got to have you guys back soon. Yep, very soon. And then the after Christmas event is going to be the 26th at Senior Service Associates.
At 11 o'clock it starts, and then bingo starts at 1 p.m. So they'll have a luncheon in between.
Wonderful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of the day. We will see you guys tomorrow with another great episode. Be blessed. Take care of yourself and each other.